What is going on, Yugi Bro and Yugi Bro affiliates? My name is Connor, and today we are gonna do another duel video for you guys. The opponent is playing the same Gravekeeper deck they were last time, except for this time it's siding Offerings to the Doomed, and we are playing Conflict Warrior, but with Jinzo. That's the twist. Let's see how it goes. We open up decent. We got a Gear Freed, we got an Offering. It's not fantastic, but as long as we're not playing against Moth, you know, even if we did, you know, it's pretty good. They got the Gravekeeper. They start out strong with the Curse, putting a counter on that, setting 3 to their back row and passing. Yeah, it's cute. They think they're all set up. They got a Right, a Zoma, a Nightmare Wheel. Must be nice. Must be nice. Must be nice. Let's use our Inner Conflict right off the bat. Take control of their Curse, tribute it for Jinzo, and go into battle phase, because why not? Let's see if we can just swing this out in one shot. No spheres, no offerings. Yeah, seems good. Seems real good. Yeah, we didn't even need our cards. This skill, guys, this skill is nuts. Oh, you can't attack directly with the thing you take control of? Sure, let me just tribute it off the board. Seems free. Alright, game 2. That's probably the fastest game 1 I've had in this channel. So like I said, they're siding Offerings this time, like we were, unfortunately not playing the last, video. And go figure, this game we didn't actually open any monsters that we could use. But let's set 2 Zomas and Offerings and see where this goes. They draw into Dust Tornado, they'll set that, they finally hit a trap, they curse us for 5, they'll flip Recruiter, they'll swing for 800, we'll take it, they'll swing for 1200, we'll take it. We could have flipped the Zomas, but they're going to get the counter on that skill either way. Might as well have 2 1800 beat sticks until we draw a real monster. We got 2 spheres, so we're fine. I don't like being in the multiples of 500 though because of Nightmare, but if we hit a Jinzo, yeah, you know, we'll be okay. In phase, we flip both Zomas and we draw. We draw into Jinzo. I think that's why they hesitate here and they Dust Tornado one of our Zomas, but I don't know if I would have done that, just in the simple fact that, like, if we tribute a Zoma, the other Zoma for Jinzo, the other Zoma's gonna go back and get negated. So they didn't really have to wait here, and if we were gonna flip both Jinzos and wanted both Jinzos to swing, we wouldn't drop Jinzo. So it's like the common dichotomy here, like, they could have just waited on that Dust, maybe used it for our Offerings here, but they didn't do that. So here we are. They do sphere our Jinzo though, and then they tribute both Gravekeepers, a play I rarely see. You can tribute up to 3 Gravekeepers for this thing. But they use both effects to gain the minus 2000 on the Jinzo and gain exits levels. Granted, you guys will see here, it won't matter in a second. They have the Recruiter search a Curse, and they're going to then indicate their 600 bonus attack points with the counters. And then they're gonna Twist of Personality a card out of our hand. Either one would have been sphere though. They're gonna set their Rite of Spirit. We could sphere this, but this thing's 0/0 and I don't want to Offerings the guy either. So we might as well just let it go and see what we can draw. We draw into Command Knight, so we'll normal summon it, then Offerings the Oracle, then swing in here for 1600. They'll take it because they get a counter, and they had 4000 life. They're drawn to Wonder Wand, so they're going to activate Rite of Spirit, bringing back Curse, hitting us for another 500, putting their skills counter to 3, use the skill, get rid of the Command Knight, then normal another Curse, doing another 500 to us. Then they get a little cocky with the Wonder Wand here, sending both to draw 2, setting a Nightmare Wheel and the Lava Golem that they draw, and then they swing in here, so we'll Sphere Karibo it. But we can't draw because of Offerings to the Doomed, so it's game regardless. So, going into game number 3. We elect to go first. We open pretty solid for this Jinzo set. We'll set Command Knight, who's got 1900 defense, so even if they try to summon something and swing over us, that's probably not going to work out for them. They're going to set Nightmare Wheel, Zoma the Spirit, and pass. However, they did draw the sided-in Warrior Elimination, which is good against everything in our deck except Jinzo, and I guess Zoma if we don't have a Jinzo up. So we'll see how it works for them. We draw into a Zoma, speaking of which. We're going to tribute Command Knight straight up, though, for Jinzo. We're going to set the Zoma, and we're going to swing for 24, and they can't stop that with either one of these. They could sphere us, but they're going to take the damage, they can get a counter, and they're going to pass. They're going to draw in a curse. They're going to normal curse, doing another 500 to get a counter up to that. If they set this, they would just be playing the defensive game, and then we would just swing over their boys. So they'll do that and pass. We draw into Command Knight. We'll normal summon Command Knight. We'll flip Inner Conflict, pay half our life, take control of their monster. And now either one of these is game, so even if they have a Sphere Karibo, we'll still call it. They're going to Sphere the Command Knight because they have to, and our Jinzo will swing in for game. That's how quick this deck can win. Like, I think if this deck goes first, it's almost, as long as you have a Jinzo that you're sitting on that's going to summon the following turn, you shouldn't lose unless they have, like, Offerings to the Doomed or something to stop you. It's just that quick. And then they go ahead and show us everything they had. And, of course, they're going to top deck the Offerings. But, yeah. So for the Gravekeeper deck, like I said, it's the same as last time, except now we're siding the 2 Offerings. But for the people that don't know, 1 Lava Golem, 1 Oracle. It's a Gravekeeper burn deck, triple Recruiter, triple Curse, 2 Wonder Wand, 3 Rite of Spirit, 3 Zoma, 3 Nightmare Wheel, 3 Dust Tornado. In the side, it's the Golden Ladybug for burn, the 2 Sphere Karibos for specific matchups. It worked really well in that matchup. 1 Warrior Elimination and 2 Offerings to the Doomed. No Twister this time. We threw these back in and we figured this was probably better than Twister. That's debatable, as it showed it clearly didn't matter in the last game, but it can be really good in specific situations, so it depends where you play it. Might put a Twister back in here though, but for the deck everyone does care about in this video, let's talk Conflict Jinzo. We played triple Jinzo. I know it seems a little excessive, but we want to open it as soon as possible and do that turn 1, or I guess turn 2 play that's so dang powerful. Triple Gear Freed because we're still playing against the Moth format. Triple Command Knight because that extra booty, but that also 400 gain into this and this makes both of these pretty good. 2 Amazoness Sage. This is my personal attack. I still feel that Sage is really, really good right now. Triple Sphere Karibo. Double Night Beam. It's personal attack as well, but the thing is, like, I don't want to hit Dust Tornado if I've got Jinzo up. I'd rather hit something I can use right off the bat. And we could main Twister, of course, but I figured maining Night Beam's a little bit safer. Siding the Twisters is where it'll come in handy if we need it. So we have it for that. We could alternatively swap them, though, if we really feel the need. Double Offerings to the Doomed. Card is real sweet right now, especially with this guy out. And Triple Zoma the Spirit. Obviously, these get negated if this is up, but you kind of want to tribute this for this anyways. Otherwise, it's an 1800 beast deck that's really annoying to deal with. In the side deck, we have 1 Gap, considering it's so easy to tribute summon in this deck, because your monsters usually stick around for a little bit. 1 Santa Claus to deal with opposing Jinzos. Not so much relevancy in here, per se, but in other matchups it can be really, really good. 1 DD Crow, generic, just good against Gravekeeper, good against Relinquish if we had to deal with that. A 3rd Offerings, just in case, and the double Twister to round it out. Anyways, though, what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Remember always to like, comment, and subscribe. Please click that notification bell to get all of our latest updates. And be looking for some interesting discussion videos for the future. But with that being said, my name is Yugi Bros, and I'm out, guys. Stay safe.